All right, let's just jump right in. Most people spend hours agonizing over writing their scripts. But what if I told you that you could do it in exactly 60 seconds using AI? Welcome to today's Explainer. We're looking at what is honestly the ultimate cheat code for content creators. If you're completely exhausted by the grueling process of forcing ideas out of your head and onto a blank screen, you are exactly where you need to be. We're going to break down a system that takes you from a completely blank page to a fully drafted YouTube script in under a minute. Yes, literally 60 seconds. It's fast, it's impressive, and it's incredibly practical. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll cover the blank page problem, the 60-second solution, the AI prompt playbook, how to refine and record, instant execution, and finally, your next step.
Okay, section 1. The blank page problem, and why creating content is just really hard sometimes.
So be honest with yourself for a second. Are you still spending hours writing scripts? You know the feeling. You sit down, open a fresh doc, and that cursor is just sitting there blinking at you mockingly. You type out a sentence, think, ugh, that sounds super stiff, and instantly delete it. You're wasting grueling hours trying to basically manifest content out of thin air. It creates this massive cognitive load, right? And it just totally drains your creative energy before you even step in front of a lens. The sheer volume of choices, like what to say, how to structure it, where the hook goes, it creates this total paralysis that keeps so many talented people from ever hitting publish.
Because here's the truth. The hardest part of creating content isn't the filming or the lighting or the editing. It's starting. It's that initial friction of just getting a few coherent words down. Psychologically, it's because we're constantly judging our rough first drafts against this perfect finished ideal in our heads. We expect perfection on attempt number 1, and when it doesn't flow, we freeze up. And that friction, that is the exact trap that kills momentum and absolutely destroys your consistency. It's like pushing a giant boulder up a steep hill. If it feels that hard, you'll just find any excuse to put it off.
Moving to section 2, the 60-second solution and how we completely remove that friction. We're talking about a massive paradigm shift here. On one hand, you've got the old way, which is hours of painful, exhausting writing. And on the other, the new reality. Generating a rock-solid foundation in 60 seconds with AI. By letting AI do the heavy lifting of just putting those initial, intimidating words on the page, you're reclaiming your most valuable asset, which is your time. You completely bypass that dreaded stuck phase. The second you remove the burden of creating something from absolute scratch, your whole workflow transforms from this dreaded chore into a rapid, streamlined machine.
Section 3. The AI prompt playbook. This is our 4-step framework.
Okay, here's the rapid-fire overview. Step 1. Give AI your topic. Step 2. Use the exact prompt we'll show you. Step 3. Refine the tone and length. And Step 4. Record immediately. Think of this as a race against the clock. Let's break down exactly how to pull off each step to maximize your efficiency.
Step 1 is incredibly simple but absolutely crucial. Tell the AI exactly what you want to talk about. Now, you don't need some massive, sprawling outline, but you do need clarity. Don't just say, hey, make a video about fitness. That's way too vague. You'll just get generic filler. Instead, give it a specific spark. Say something like, make a video about 3 morning stretches for lower back pain. You just need to ignite the engine. The better and more precise that initial seed is, the higher the quality of the raw material you're going to get back.
And now for Step 2. This is honestly the magic key. Ask for a full script using this exact prompt. Write a YouTube script with a hook, value, and CTA. That formula right there is everything. You aren't asking for a broad essay. You're demanding platform-specific structure. The hook forces the AI to generate an attention-grabbing first 10 seconds to stop the scroll, which, as we know, is absolutely vital for retention. The value part makes it deliver actionable, dense bullet points so your viewer actually learns something. And that CTA, or call to action, ensures you wrap up by driving engagement, telling them exactly what to do next. It just guarantees structural perfection right out of the gate.
Section 4. Refine and record, bringing in the human touch.
So, Step 3 is where you refine, and you really need to understand the difference between raw AI output and your own authentic voice. Take like 15 to 30 seconds to just quickly scan the draft. Tweak a super formal word into your usual casual slang. Shorten a long-winded robotic sentence to make it punchy. Like if the AI writes, furthermore, one must consider, just change it to, and here's the crazy part. Make sure the tone and the length perfectly match your channel's unique vibe. The AI gave you the skeleton, right? Now you're just breathing life into it and making it yours.
Which brings us directly to Step 4. Do not overthink this. Record immediately. This is the psychological anchor of the whole system. Once that script sounds like you, do not wait. Don't go grab a coffee, and absolutely do not fall into the trap of endless, agonizing editing. Speed is the name of the game here, not absolute perfection. Hit record right away to capture that energetic momentum you just built. The friction's completely gone, the words are right there in front of you, so execute. Overthinking now will literally just drag you back into that paralysis we just worked so hard to escape.
Section 5. Instant execution and the results. Let's actually look at the timeline for this workflow. At 0 seconds, you have nothing but a raw, floating idea. By 15 seconds, you've plugged in your specific topic and that rigid 3-part prompt. At 45 seconds, you've quickly refined the vocabulary and the pacing so it matches your style. And at exactly 60 seconds, you are hitting record. You go from an abstract, intimidating thought to practical, on-camera execution instantly. It is incredibly fast, super impressive, and a completely practical way to operate.
Look, if you take absolutely nothing else away from this explainer today, remember this. Tell AI your topic and let it write everything. When the tech does the heavy lifting of structure, syntax, and pacing, you stop burning out on the writing process. It solves the blank page problem 100%, which frees you up to focus all your energy on what actually matters: your delivery, your charisma, and building a genuine connection with your audience. You effectively transition from a stressed-out writer into a highly focused presenter.
Section 6. Your next step, and looking at the future of creation. Which brings us to a pretty fascinating question. What happens when this evolves even further? Could your next step be an AI ghostwriter that perfectly learns your specific vocal cadence, your unique phrasing, and even your sense of humor? If you want to find out just how deep this rabbit hole goes, and you want to keep mastering these rapid execution tools, make sure you follow. The future of content creation is fast, it's impressive, and it is absolutely already here. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.